господа, всем доброго времени суток. На связи Алекс. Вы находитесь на моем канале, где я люблю позаписывать всякие РПГшечки. Продолжаю играть в игру Vampyr. Выполняю квест. Какой там квест уже выполняю? Уже запутался нахер. А, точно! Юного Ван Хельсинга выполняю квест.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I insist you...
Son, do you not see? You are the he...
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb.
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion.
Silence! I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
There's one of them. Watch yourselves.
Какой-то вампир всех убивает. Еще вампиров должен быть. Комментируешь? Ты как минимум странно, что я уже вампиров начинаю убивать. Себе подобных, то бишь. Дошел по одному квесту, в итоге дошел до другого.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Вообще нормальный такой особнячок.
Dr. Reid, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Why do you continue to...
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease...
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite a...
We will talk about this in a few minutes.
My sister Mary, she was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have...
Thank you, my friend. If only we could...
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now,
I must say, your house is exquisite.
one of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Она меня сейчас отравит нахер. Она чай не пьет, она аромат.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why...
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Ascalon?
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen...
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation...
Yes.
Это меня на четвертую локацию, походу, приглашают.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
One day soon.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me.
I want to thank you for all...
Could you do me a last great favor?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
У них что, романтические отношения развились, что ли? Это как вообще? Они же знают друг друга буквально несколько дней. Тяжелый стейк, херово, чё? Так, тут какая-то шляпа случилась опять.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Что ж, пора изучить Асcalon. Явитесь к Асcalon. Ну блин, я вообще не хотел туда идти. Вот он здесь.
It's locked, all right.
Чё там такое? Карантин, не кашляйте в общественных местах. Это и так было понятно. Вступим в новый диалог. Асcalon в Эстенде. Доктор Солнцу, новый диалог. Мне надо в северные науки. Не, чуваки, не хочу. Так. Чё мне тут за... Я вообще шел к этому, к лучшему охотнику на вампиров, выдающемуся начинает.
Informing
Best
London's
stay back,
inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple
Thanks for
agent?
your phone. Oi! Didn't you hear me?
Ты что, будешь стоять рандомного чувака, чё?
Look at it! Vicious
Я просто
bugger!
объявление клеил, чё?
Bloody leech!
Таскать? Блять. Что тут решать-то с этими плакатами? Их уже расклеил, можно сказать. И тут расклеивать 5 сек.
Die, vermin! Oh my god! It's too fucking fast!
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
То, он будет счастлив.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
Где он? Где это вон? Твой молот, блин. Так, он где-то здесь, я понял. Где-то здесь. Где? Вот он, да? Здорово. Это ты?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need...
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale.
your merchandise? I don't really...
None taken, sir. But please.
Ты кто?
Why not try seeking...
There's always the night.
There is no shame...
I don't feel okay with.
Young man,
I don't like.
there's no shame in us.
Thank you.
Have you heard anything recently concerning Sean Hampton's shelter?
That is what happens when you try to.
Show me what you have.
Что у тебя там есть? Группа вампиров играли. Кто?
Are you certain you're not?
Я тебя знаю вообще?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I already took my medication, Doctor.
I'm sorry.
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should...
An epidemic, you say? How terrible.
Вот ты где. А, я думал, это
So,
мужик, это бабуля.
Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a...
I told you my name is Jonathan Reid.
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor.
У нее что-то с башкой.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to
А,
your
Джек,
son?
это ее сын.
No idea at all.
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Джек погиб.
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
Она думала, что я доктор Типпетс. У нее, походу, все с башкой.
Do you require...
I'm glad you asked, Dr.
I'll see you... Is anyone taking...
My son is always here to take care of me.
What can you tell me about...
Oh, no.
Who are the more...
Well...
Она сумасшедшая, короче.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Мне не хочется ее убивать, но... О ней больше некому заботиться. Джек умер, ее сын. И здесь только этот торговец, который вряд ли ей что-то...
It's locked, all right.
Так что, как бы это печально не было, но я ее сейчас съем. За нее
So...
не дают, так что она мне, в принципе-то, не нужна по опыту. Ну, чисто так. Был бы Джек еще жив.
Jack, my son, he got killed. I remember all my life. Oh, the joy, the love. What a life.
Только перед смертью она все вспомнила. Печально, конечно. Ух, нифига, я 70 лет. 70 лет, женщина. Вероятно, мисс Гиллингем была старейшим жителем порта, и ею уже овладело старческое слабоумие. Ее блестящий ум со временем лишился сил, и ее сын Джек стал постепенно отдаляться от нее, не жалея быть ее обузой. Со всеми своими неприятностями, когда Джек исчез из дома, миссис Гиллингем совсем сдала. Она стала принимать незнакомца за сына, а потом доверилась Мартину, короче, этому торговцу, не замечая, как юноша обкрадывает ее и лишает последнего достатка. Ах ты, сука! Думаю, в моменты ясности она прекрасно осознавала, что он делал. Хотя, когда я убил ее, мне удалось отделить настоящее воспоминание от иллюзий, которыми она себя ограждала. В свой последний миг она думала сверхъестественно ясно.
Thank you.
Ну, она сказала, благодарю тебя даже. То есть она даже рада была умереть уже. Безделушки и нет. Мешочек вещей, который Магнит купила у Мартина. Серебряная вилка, жестяный подсвечник, железная табакилка, музыкальная шкатулка ржавая. Этот предмет можно разобрать на части. Слышь, мудак, ты чё, обкрадывал старушек? Ну-ка иди сюда. Ты вот, мудак.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need to call me that.
It's time to confess, Martin. You've exploited Miss Gillingham's weakness to your own advantage, have you not?
All I've done is smile at her and be kind to her. I've done no other harm than giving her what she needed. This is no crime.
Lying and cheating are not qualities that one expects of a mature adult, my boy.
Christ, you sound like me old man. Grow up, stand straight. I'll live my life how I want, thanks.
Are you feeling worried?
This city is falling apart.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman.
Who the hell are you to question me?
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the wet...
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any...
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's...
Tell me about this crazy woman.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but...
How interesting.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads.
Короче, не знаю какой, но этот подонок мне вообще не нравится. Так что пошел-ка он нахер.
Good evening, young man.
There's no need...
Конечно, молодой, глупый, но нахер. Обкрадывать старушек без ума, которые вообще плохое дело. Я его буду, так сказать, привязывать к тем людям, которые обзванивают сейчас дедулик, знаете, дедулик, и разводят таким денег. Вот что вы готовы сделать с таким человеком? Это я хочу сделать с этим.
I was just pretending. I caused no harm. I could have taken good care of that old lady.
Ты мог бы позаботиться о ней, но я уже позаботился за тебя. А, так я тебя и ищу, мудака. Ты все это время здесь тут ходишь. Падла. Я тебя, значит, все это время ищу, а ты здесь тусишь, да? Я тебя пока искал, двоих людей замочил. Понимаешь? Сколько все весело. Здорово.
So much noise. A vampire kills in utter silence.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed.
Здоров.
I put up your public
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not read.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Тайный защитник, серьезно?
Have you heard any rumors regarding...
I spent days observing the place.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
Those people needed protection. He was the shepherd, I was the watchdog. But I let them down and Mr. Hampton got killed.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
It seems the Guard of Priwen has declared war on vampires. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, though.
Really? I thought you...
The Guard can be reckless. They rush into a fight without thinking. The citizens of London should not be the collateral victims.
Goodbye.
Выдающийся охотник на вампиров. Так, чё у меня по квесту? Блин, а я тут нормально людей уже почикал. У меня самый безопасный город это пока вот этот. И этот. Кстати, надо будет всех подлечить. Так, а у меня только Авчу болеет. Откуда эти метки берутся сами по себе? Меня это прям бесит. Так, это леди Эшби. Мне нужно в порт. Вот здесь где-то Авчу гуляет.
Vampire kills in utter silence.
Как я могу пойти мимо сундучка бесплатно? Что такое слоник? А, вот и он и есть. Я же говорил, он где-то здесь гуляет. Загрузка. Чё такая загрузка-то? Я не знаю, что случилось.
Good evening, Mr. Woodbean.
Good evening to you, my young doctor.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Unfortunately, yes. The spirit is willing, but the flesh, well, you know.
Nobody is immune to disease. There's no need to be ashamed of that.
Well, thank you, doctor. Now maybe I'll live another day or two.
Goodbye, sir. Good evening, Mr. Wood.
Good evening to you.
Do you have any recent...
In my day, the wet boot boys would have hunted down the scum who murdered the sad saint. Then I would have had my just.
То есть мне, да?
Are you worried about the sun?
I never thought I'd live to see the last days of London. Just another thing I would...
If you were such a respect...
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secret...
Do you still know?
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't...
Any remarkable new...
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
Who would you trust?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella.
I'm sure a district as colourful as the docks must have plenty.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
What can you tell?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot again.
And what about the...
Back in my day, people trusted...
You were a gang member?
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son.
Tell me about the wet boot boys, Archer.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But
you sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you...
Goodbye, sir.
Ну, это неплохой мужик, кстати, вообще неплохой. Я о нем был другого мнения лучшего. Что ж я дал ему на лекарство? Так, все, здесь все отлично, да? Здесь все отлично. Здесь все ху-ху-ху-ху-ху-ху-ху-ху. Так, что мне надо сделать? Мне нужно дойти до этой фигни, но потом.
Welcome back.
Are you
It may surprise you, but I'm not.
I wish I shared your...
It's not optimism. Gangs have been fighting...
How is it?
Well, since everybody knew...
You're something of...
Now that Sean Hampton's gone, all the free drinks are only slowing things down. Sooner or later, some real bad shit'll happen.
Since I'm here...
Perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my...
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps...
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in.
Задание дал, нифига себе.
I see.
Something like...
Интересно.
What can you tell?
Well,
really?
Мне интересно, а квесты помогают делать жизнь лучше в районе?
Goodbye, Mr. Watt.
Помогают нас. Я могу его сажать, кстати. Его мне не хочется, если он хороший чувак.
Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Так, где? Это. Нехватка важного товара. Далеко это твой? Недалеко здесь, совсем близко. Понял, 3 шагов отсюда.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Том до хера выпивки, он сказал, чтобы контролировать ситуацию на районе. Согласен, газетная статья. Юноша арестован за покушение на убийство. Вчера вечером полиция арестовала молодого человека по имени Том Уотс. Опа-на. За покушение на убийство в знаменитом ресторане «Серебряный колокол» на какой-то там улице. Примерно минуту подозреваемый стоял перед рестораном, целясь в посетителей из пистолета. Два свидетеля немедленно сообщили об этом в полицию. Том дал себя арестовать. Не отказался объяснить свои действия и лишь назвал свое имя. Полицейские, которые ответили на наши вопросы, подтвердили, что пистолет был заряжен. Скорее всего, теперь суд Его Величества покарает Тома по всей строгости закона. Юноша отправится в тюрьму, по крайней мере, на несколько лет. Интересно, Том, я к тебе два вопросика теперь. Оставить джин себе и солгать Тому. Отнести джин Тому. Блин, нахер мне джин? Опа. Вольный выход. Чё? Чё за выход? Я не хочу связываться, твою мать. Не успел. Кто это был? Нихера себе туша. Вот это тушка. Нахер такую тушку. Нифига она меня напугала. Тушка. Том,
Welcome back, Doc. You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody...
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just...
Here is your booze. I hope it will appeal.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt.
So you mean your customers know?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal...
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but...
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how...
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but... I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
Понимаю тебя, чувак, понимаю. Ну, это ж круто, когда ты хоть кому-то нужен.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
А когда ты никому не нужен, это вообще печально. Нехватка важного.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Печальной алкогольной ноте я закончу эту серию. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Не пейте много джина. И увидимся в следующем.